Look at this old fossil playing at cowboy.
Hola. Squeeze through between y'all here. Ah, attack of the killer bird.
Don't worry, pelicans don't really mess with humans too much.
No, but they sure try to eat small critters.
It's a hawk!
A pelican hawk.
Oh my god. Swear to God, hey. Literally.
Yeah, don't
No.
you all have too much fun. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Yeah, shut up. It turns you on. I don't want to hear it.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, it does. How much chili you need? I got like 180-ish something.
Oh my fucking god, that is way too much. I'll take like 60. Actually,
Fucking goddamn chips, Gabe.
I'll take 120. Why not?
Good.
Idiot. How can I help you, my love?
I was wondering if Maddie might by chance be around.
Maddie is at Tumbleweed. She's awake.
Oh, well, shit, I missed her then. I didn't see her there when I went through.
Oh, I have zero clue then. She was at Tumbleweed. She might be on a date with Bubba.
Ah, okay. Well, then I'll try her later. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
or something eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, I need a few.
Me as well, so hold on.
Hello, is anybody here?
I'll send you a telegram. Someone's
Alright,
next door.
yeah, I appreciate it.
Or am I hearing voices next door?
Hello.
I'm hearing you guys next door. Okay.
Oh
Alright,
yeah, the walls are
I
really
appreciate
thin.
it again. Thank you.
Yeah, it's no problem. If you're ever selling any too, just bring them back down here.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
But yeah, you take it easy. Thank
Are
you
you
for
do
that.
the same?
You gonna be here in a few minutes, Sean?
Yeah, I'll hang around and wait.
Alright, I'll be just a minute. I'm gonna run over to my box, see what we got that we can do stuff with
Yeah, that's no
from
problem.
the digging stuff. So, I'll be right back.
Yep, you take care.
Hello, again.
Hello.
Hola.
Oh, hello.
Alright, so you said you don't take the glove or the boots, right?
No, not right now.
Okay, well, I have some snails, couple of seashells, a couple of books, and then a few different assorted arrowheads. You
Okay,
take
so
any
I'll
of that?
take, yeah, all the arrowheads, but not the old ones.
Okay.
The voodoo shop just closed. I was buying all the shells and stuff for them, but there's not really much use for them right now.
Okay.
So the arrowheads, scrap metals, I'll buy the snails. And what else did you say?
Alright, yeah, as far as metals go, I'm saving those for Felix, because he can use them
Oh,
for
right,
the
yeah.
iron stuff. But I have a book, the snail, seashell, the different arrowheads, and I guess that would be it as far as what you said you were taking.
Alright,
Well,
yeah, I'll buy all of those, but hold on to your seashells right now.
okay.
There's no use for them because sadly the voodoo shop just closed.
Yeah, I'll hang on to them and save them up, see if somebody else comes along to use them. So, alright,
Alright, so how many of each have you got?
I've got 4 snails, 3 books, 3 arrowhead 2s, 3 quartz arrowheads, and then 3 feldspar arrowheads. Or, sorry, 2 of those. And then that's an old one, so you don't take that. So, that's gonna be it for now.
Alright, that's $55.
Okay. Well, let me start handing you stuff if you're ready here.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, that should be it, I think, if I didn't miss anything in my stack of crap here.
I think that's perfect. Just hold on
Okay.
1 second. I've got something here.
Okay.
Let me just try and find it. It's one of these. Okay, it's this one. Here, give this to Gonzalo or someone. Is that a place from Mexico? If you look at that card I just gave you.
Okay. Oh, that's neat. Okay.
Is that the real whatever one? Yeah.
The Rio Bravo? Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like it's from Mexico, so I thought he would like it.
Oh, okay, and on the back it lists the other ones you can get too then or something?
Yeah, you can get a whole collection and then sell it to a card dealer.
Okay. And you wanted this to go to Gonzalo, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, will do. Thank you much.
But yeah, that's no problem. Thank you for that stuff.
Yep. Take care now.
You too.
Damn dog. Where'd you go, Jim Bob? What the hell?
Hola, señor.
Hola. Did you see a
Hola,
fella
hola.
run through with a skunk hat after he parked his wagon?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, he vanished on me. I don't know where the hell he went. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, there's that fella again.
Hey, I got a question for you.
I got an answer. We'll see if they match.
Well, alright, let's see. So,
Alright, so go ahead.
tobacco, what do you know about it?
That it makes cigarettes.
Indeed, do you know how to make cigarettes?
Let's see. If I remember right, you gotta go through the processing, to like dry it out or whatever. Then you
Yep.
gotta take it over to basically do all the other finishing steps. I forget what that place is called, but it's out east there.
Mm-hmm.
You go through all that process. Then you've got to get the papers to wrap them to make the actual cigarettes.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I
Okay.
went through that dumb shit hassle once. I won't do it again.
So, do you know the craft for it?
The craft for it? No, I don't know like with the crafting table.
Yeah, the recipe or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know that part. Jim Bob might though, if you can catch him around.
So where is this supposed processing place that I hear so much about?
The one out east for the final steps.
I see. Is it? It's the. Okay, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
It's a long ways away,
God damn.
and it can be a rather dangerous place out there with people trying to rob other folk of their hard-earned work. You know.
No, I hear you.
I usually find the amount of time it takes to go through all those steps to go make the money off of the cigarettes, it's quicker, less risk, and about the same amount of money to just grow the tobacco and sell it back to the seed vendor.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
It also depends on
I'll have to
it.
try that.
Yeah, it also partially depends though on how much you're doing it in bulk. That could be where you make up the difference and actually get some actual money out of it.
I mean, I've got 36 tobacco, so
Seeds or grown tobacco?
grown tobacco.
Yeah, you'll want to do more than that to make it worth your while.
Yeah, it's not that much. I was just making it to give to some guys to smoke and shit for their stress.
Just spend the 85 cents on a cigarette. Honestly.
Yeah, I figured I could sell it and make a buck for it, but I don't know. I've been let's see. I did grow some chili, and I just sold to the medicos over there. So
Okay. You mean like the chili peppers?
yeah, for their
Yeah.
chili oil. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Let's-
good luck on the cigarette thing.
Who do you know grows buys watermelon and stuff like that around here?
That I don't know, because I ain't never come across watermelon to try to sell.
Really?
Yep.
Well, shit.
You got pineapples, bananas, lemons, all that shit from Guarma. But never encountered the watermelons.
I got you. Well, damn. I reckon
Now
I'll
I'm gonna
have
have to go exploring and find them.
What, watermelons?
Yeah.
Shit. You could probably grow them out there at Tumbleweed.
Oh, they're one of the farmable things?
It might. I haven't tried it. I got some
Oh.
seeds. I just haven't tried it yet.
Oh, okay. I thought they were one of those pickable things to go find.
Oh, no. Yeah, you
Okay.
can grow them.
Alright, well, they ain't never been nothing I've had to try to grow, so... yeah, there's
Yeah, you
that.
can try 'em. I don't know if it's worth the time. I don't know if somebody will buy them or not, but
Yeah,
hell,
a
I
lot of
bought the seeds.
times I don't usually buy the
Raven, I
seeds
got
until
something
I've
for you.
got an order for it. It sounds like I have presents. Alright.
Apparently so.
What you got?
If my pocket would let me. Oh, it's because I still had the damn sword. There you go for emergencies.
Oh. Okay, thank you. I actually just got the money together to go get a couple, too. I sold
well.
stuff to Sean.
Oh, okay, good. Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna go earn some money on the train. So if
Alright.
you need me, you'll know where I am.
well, just real quick, like, to let you know, he's not gonna take the glove, he's not gonna take the boots. And right now he's not taking the seashells, because there's no voodoo shop, apparently,
Okay,
available.
but he'll take the other stuff though, like the iron mask and stuff like
Well,
that.
the metal stuff, hang on to for Felix, because he can turn that into iron. Or,
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah, so hang on to that for him.
Yeah, I'll give you a list of everything that I got dug up, so you can tell me like what to keep.
Oh, Sean
and
takes the arrowheads too, but not the
Okay.
old ones.
How much has he got that stuff
Well,
for?
I gave him like, I don't know, maybe a dozen items just now, and he handed me $50.
Oh, okay.
He took
Also,
my
you see
snails, my
Freddy at all?
books. Yeah. Anyway,
If you
what?
see Freddy at all, let him know I'm here and I have money for those repair kits. If you see him running around.
Oh, okay.
Because he gave me 5 repair kits for free yesterday and just told me to pay him when he's here, and I'm getting a total of 30 from him, so.
Okay. All
Yep.
right, good deal.
Be safe.
And if you happen to see Gonzalo around, let him know I'm looking for him. I have
Will
a
do.
present for him.
Okay.
Hey, Mel. I have a very, very important question for you.
What's up?
Well, first, I don't have my IDs here in town. They're over in Parisio. But I was hoping to buy 2 of the marching powders.
I don't really care for your ID, Don.
Okay.
My coworkers might. I don't really care.
Well, typically I make a habit of carrying it on me for making these
It's Raine,
purchases,
right?
just in
Last
case.
name?
The train
Yep,
has now arrived
Raine.
in We will be leaving
Okay,
in
sounds
5 minutes
good.
for East Landing. Please get your tickets and climb aboard.
Yep, you're good. You said 2 marching powder?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, sounds good. That'll be $50, darling. Here you go.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No problem.
Sweet. Pulled me right in. Mwah! Kiss the cactus. Hola, Gonzalo, are you here? Guessing probably not since the goats are still alive. Hola, Gonzalo, are you here? Hola, Felix, are you here? Oh, bummer. Why can I never see the damn things? I'm blind. I can't see the snakes.
I bet that horse is faster than thunder, huh?
Well then, that was interesting looking.
Hey, OG.
Howdy.
Hey, Raven.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good, good. Yeah, so
Uh,
what
hey,
looked like her goes swooping across after the snake, and then all of a sudden she appeared, and then there was a bird that finished flying to you. Yeah, that was neat.
Oh.
Yeah, it was all
Yeah, I
sorts
guess
of
none of
weird
it's
stuff
gonna
in
get
my
past.
eyes.
oh, there's a snake.
You can keep
It's
the
a meat
souvenir.
It matches my outfit.
It's a meat scarf.
No, it doesn't.
Have you guys by chance seen Maddie around yet today?
She was around before. I'm not sure where she is now. That's
Okay.
obviously Pepito or horses right there. I don't know. I haven't
What
seen
is
her in
it?
Wait,
30
is that
minutes
her?
or more. Yeah, that's her horse. Oh!
No, her. That's her. Yay, I found a Maddie.
What I did?
Well,
Nothing?
you need to come
You
over to
just
the
vanished?
storage box and get something.
Is it what's
You just
gold?
vanished in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, guys,
Well,
have a good one.
it's better than gold. It's edible.
Wait,
Oh shit.
Yeah, guess what I found you?
What'd you find me? What?
Egg.
Why are so many goddamn dead animals here?
Because she's using her bird and making them scuff out, I bet.
So she just turned this into like almost a pet cemetery? That's gross.
There you go.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you so much, Raven.
You betcha.
By the way,
What?
do you know what Bubba went? Did he go to sleep?
No idea.
Huh.
I haven't
damn.
seen him for, I want to say, maybe a couple hours when I brought ice to him.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I was in there trying to find an outfit for our date today, but I guess no one's at the gun store right now. No,
Yeah,
Shona?
I just rolled into town again. When I rolled through a little bit ago, there was nobody around that I saw.
Huh. Let me just.
Wait, is that him?
Nope.
Nope, you're right.
So what have you been doing today, Miss Raven?
Stuff. Did like 1,000 sugar.
Damn.
Almost 1,200 actually.
Damn.
Sold some ice. Got some eggs for you. Done some hunting.
Right.
Took a nap. Did more stuff.
Hello.
I did.
Oh my word.
You see my new pretty boy? Look it.
Oh, he is handsome. Look at that coat. Wow, he's handsome. When did you get him?
Wait, so it's
Just a couple days ago.
working there now?
Oh, what's his name?
Oh,
Fucking hell if I can
nice.
pronounce it. I just found the spelling for pale
Jeez.
horse.
I saw,
In Spanish.
I've seen like,
Okay, so it's not a no name.
well,
2.0.
Right.
welcome to freedom.
No.
Oh, right, okay.
No, I've
okay.
already got no name and no nombre.
Oh, no,
let's see, I
please,
saw-
And no
okay,
name,
I saw
she's
yesterday.
not
Down
got
here,
more than
down
maybe
here.
a few more days
No,
left
down
in
here.
her.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
girl.
hoping
She's still wearing her
Churro
boots.
makes it back into county in time.
she
I
wasn't
want to
clocked
try to
in.
get at least one breeding out of her before she gets too old.
Well, you know, you invest
Right.
money in them
When
when
he's supposed to be coming back today? I believe he was.
It took me so long to
I,
get rid of all
I'm hoping he does.
Gonna have to
Me
replace
too.
one
I
with
need to
red
pester
version,
him
which-
about
Are you coming to
horse.
New Mexico, huh? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so we need to hog tie his ass so everybody can catch him.
actually only have one red
I mean,
outfit,
how
and it's
dare
so
he
people
go
don't think it's
travel?
me when I
That's
wear it.
just rude.
Yeah,
'Cause I need
Don't
to
you
wear
know
it.
we
you know?
need him?
I mean, don't we have everything he needs down here in Mexico? What the hell?
And I'm very disappointed in you, sir.
What?
Maddie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I need.
This morning, did the locals not tell you that there was an injured person down in Paraiso?
Here. Maddie's got
This
her
morning?
strap.
No.
Roscoe in the slight
Interesting.
shade of red, Raven is
Because
wearing-
there was an injured person down there that yelled at the locals for help to go, get one of you guys.
Same shirt.
And I distinctly heard some movement out there and everything, but then I had to go to the light because the movement left. If you catch
Really?
what I'm saying. Yeah. That happened to me Saturday as well. Fortunately, that time I got tossed at Nancy's feet. Sort of fortunate. So, I don't know who it would have been Saturday,
ask.
but yeah.
I'll talk to Sarah because I'm just kind of waking up from a little dirt nap myself.
Okay.
A little dirt nap. Where the hell did Sarah go?
But yeah, Maddie, you might want to be aware of that. That's twice that yeah, medicos have failed to show when a local has run to get help.
That's really weird. What time?
It's weird.
Yeah, they get close enough I can hear them walking around, but then I end up passing out, waking up over either at Nancy's feet or clear the fuck up here because I had to see the light.
What the hell?
Yeah.
No, it was a stoat I was looking for.
I don't know who it would have been on Saturday, but it was in the evening.
Right.
During all that train wreck issue stuff.
Amazing horse.
Oh,
And one
I
of
know who it was Saturday.
okay. And then this morning it was about 2.5 hours ago.
Yeah, I think that was around my nap time, but
What was the name?
Cashflow, he works with me.
Hello,
2.5 hours ago.
Hola.
Hola,
Well,
hola.
the one
If you're
from
free,
this
just
morning.
we will talk, please. When you're free.
What's up?
Okay. So this morning, yeah, the local came running back to let me know that a medico was eventually on the way, but they had gone further away first, and then they got to just out of yelling range, and then took off again.
What the hell?
And it was kind of similar to that the other night too. They got within visual range and then just walked away.
What the hell? That ain't okay.
No.
I am really sorry.
If there's somebody down in Paraiso, because I mean, I've been down to Paraiso before.
Right.
It's kind of rare that we even get calls from down there. You know what I mean? Like,
This is brioche.
I don't
And
know
the
why
part
they
that
wouldn't have
pissed
stuck
me
around.
off the most about it is by the time I got back down to Paraiso, somebody had stolen my horse.
Oh shit! I'm sorry about that. Was there anything valuable on it?
No, not really.
Okay. Still fucking annoying to get your horse stolen.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, very
okay.
much.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't know what happened, but we need to make sure that we check our map every time, because if something happens down in Paraiso, it will be
the other
noted
issue
as
is
in the wild.
the local may not necessarily be
I'm guessing
being
he's not trained
accurate
yet
when
if
they
he's
come to let you
ex-landing.
guys know, too.
Right.
So that might be something you might need to
Okay.
double check to see if that's
Okay,
happening.
Right. Did no one even call for you? Like, ask if anyone was present?
Yeah.
Nope.
What the
Nobody
hell?
called out.
Neither time. Nope.
What?
That's really strange, because
Yep.
that's
That
like
is
the
very
first thing I do when I don't see anybody when I get somewhere.
Right, it's the same I do too.
Yeah.
Especially if you can't see anyone like off the bat, but you can see the horse.
Yeah, because I've been up to McFarland's a couple times and not seen somebody and had to call out, and finally I hear the groans in an off bush or something.
Yeah.
The one on Saturday, I ended up passing out from the smoke and everything on the porch of the sheriff's office in Armadillo.
Wow, on the
This morning it was
office of
kind
all
of the
places.
same. Yeah, and this morning it was kind of the same thing, only it was down in Paraiso.
Honestly, I recommend Buckskin
God
Mustang.
damn.
Pretty good. Or Golden Gun.
But who was active this morning?
Now,
I don't even
it
know.
was me and Sarah and Mel and Riley. 2.5 hours ago, I think it would have at least been me and Sarah, but see, I've been having troubles about, like, who was it? It was me and Vivian on duty last week one time. And he said, Vivian said that there was a call out at Fort Mercer that never came across my eyes at
Now,
all.
here's the thing. Even if it only hit one set of eyes, somebody made the trip down there.
Yeah.
But didn't bother to find the person that had made the local run for help.
Yeah. And then also, we've been having a lot of, especially up towards, like, Thieves Landing, we've been having a lot of people tonicking or something of that nature, and just not being there when we get there. So, I'm wondering if they didn't think that were the case, and just didn't bother in searching any further, which, that's not good either.
Well,
that's
part of
but that's why
part of the irritation
I
is
usually call out.
how do I phrase this for our sake of conversation? There was only 30 seconds left from when the local had returned to indicate that somebody was on their way. If you follow what I mean. Before they had actually started moving in the right direction to come down there in the first place.
So what we can take from this, at least from what I hear, is there's something about the reaction time
Yeah.
in order to respond to
The
a
local
call.
told me that they had gotten a good 150 meters further away before they started making the trip down there,
What
and
the hell?
there was nearly 10 minutes in between them going further away before they even started heading that way.
Then that means they have seen the call. So, I mean, there could be various reasons as to why they didn't respond. If there are a few medicos and they were already in a treatment somewhere or helping someone, that could be
potentially, but why just, yeah.
How much?
But it still doesn't change that if they have just been standing around and then moving away and then certainly moving closer to you,
Yep.
that there are still some problems with the response time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the fact that they are not following a good protocol of making sure to actually search the area and call out to see if they can find a person. That is problematic to me.
I don't know if we have somebody that's still figuring things out and procedure and such, but figured you all should know about it.
Well,
I saw we
I
got
think-
a new person today, but I haven't met him yet. I think.
And they wouldn't be responding by themselves either.
No.
Nope. Because they are just a trainee.
I think.
Bandages.
I mean, I can tell you, Raven, what I'll do just on my end is to be a little bit proactive of it.
I'm doing my life.
On my end, I will just, if there are multiples of us in Armadillo, which in the evening time typically there are, I'll just head out here to Tumble, whether I'm by myself or not. That way, if something does happen, does come through for Paraíso, I'll be down there.
Yeah, I don't know if you necessarily have to go that far, but it's rather discouraging to know somebody's...
But I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, at least we have a good faith coverage. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Be it multiple calls in one area or anything like that, at least that there's still coverage out here.
Right.
Yes, Colleen. You're on news.
I will be sure to write to all the medicos just to let them know that you have come forward with this complaint. Of course, not name any names, but at least, tell them to be aware of the situation on the map and also with a bit quicker response time if possible. And for certainly make sure to follow protocol and actually check the area of calling out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because that's pretty discouraging when the local tells you, oh, nope, never mind, they're leaving you.
Yeah, that's irritating.
Okay.
Well, I'll be perfectly blunt about it. It kind of pissed me off because it's the second time it happened to me over the weekend.
Sounds good.
Okay. Saturday and today, it's like, what the fuck? Hey, you guys.
Bye-bye.
So... And that's not something I've ever known any of y'all to do, at least not intentionally, so I don't know what's going on for it to happen to me 2 times in a row.
I'll talk to Maddie, but I think I know exactly what happened Saturday. But that,
no worries.
I'm sure
when
we
you guys
figure
can
out,
talk there. Yeah. And this fella here, he's waiting to talk to us.
Bandages, right?
Yes, bandages.
Alright, let me see.
Okay.
But yeah, just heads up.
Thank you for telling us, Raymond.
Yep.
We can't get any better unless people like you come forward and tell us what we are doing wrong so we can fix it.
Too hot. Yeah, very much. So. Anyway, I'll quit chewing your ear off.
It's okay.
You can go make your goodie dish that you were working on all the ingredients for.
Thank you. I actually already made it.
Oh.
Yeah, Sean got the first concha.
Damn it.
I know. But I figured out that when I make one batch, I get 3 conchas out of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Is this something you're going to be working on making more of, or what?
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it, and in general, just say that I will be making these conchas for special occasions.
Okay, because it just so happens I have 60 more eggs. If you're interested.
I would love to take them.
Okay, give me just a moment here. I gotta do a quick mental thing, and then I'll go grab them for you.
That's fine. I'll just be writing a quick telegram, so 1 second.
Alright. That's code for I'll be right back. I need to make my own restroom run. Hang on, folks.
Are y'all talking about the compress? Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, Sarah, you're doing something real nasty to these little animals. You're leaving gore all around Tumbleweed, and is it even going in your pocket? It's nasty. I'm gonna hide it all in a bush. I'm gonna put it in a bush. No one has to see this. Why are we the ones cleaning up your mess?
The other one. And that one's going straight in my pocket.
I found a puddle. Apparently.
What the hell? What are you doing?
I'm cleaning up my hands like you said. Oh. Oh. Not like that. It's just dirt.
Yeah, I'll talk to Sarah about earlier. I don't know what happened there. I know I kind of fell out. I've been up for about 27 hours.
If you've been trying to talk to me, I've been ignoring you because I was in my thoughts.
Well, fine. I'll just ignore everybody then.
Okay, then.
No.
You go with your bad self.
Oh, shush. No, as for a couple hours ago, I'm not sure what happened. I'm running on 0 sleep in 27 hours, so.
Why the fuck are you doing that?
Well, I've had a lot to do. Not, here and out of here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I took like a proverbial dirt nap because I just woke up in somewhere. I don't know where though. But yeah. But that's what I will do personally as kind of a way to stay proactive about it.
Okay. So was it you that let me down this morning then? Because you're a stupor?
Well, it had to be me and possibly Sarah.
Okay.
2.5 hours ago, yeah, that would have been about the time that we were out here. I mean, we didn't go very far.
I had literally just seen up here when I went down to Parisio.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen any other medicals yet this morning.
Yeah.
So.
Well, after you left, Sarah showed up with a bunch of people.
Okay.
And then she had problems clocking in, which that was a whole mess. But that was well early this morning. So, as far as a couple hours ago, like 9 o'clock, something like that, yeah.
There, have some of that. It goes good with cookies.
Uh-oh. Is it a snail? Oh.
No.
Thank you.
I sold all my snails.
What did they do on them?
I sold them to Sean that's running the pawn shop over there in Armadillo.
Really?
I sold like 3 or 4 snails, 2 or 3 books, a few arrowheads, and I think
What
there
did
was
you
something
buy
else.
them for?
He paid me $50 for all of it.
Wow.
Better than I thought it was gonna be. I was expecting like maybe 50 cents or a quarter or some shit for each of them.
Talk about having a variety to choose from. Jeez.
Yeah. Now I need to find where Maddie run off to this time. I have stuff
She's
for
writing
her.
a telegram right now.
Oh, okay. I'll just wait over here then for her.
Yeah.
Is that Felix over there that I was seeing running around in the wrong color?
Possibly?
His legacy. But he always wore them like pink pants.
I'm waiting on
Do you know
Maddie.
Storm, by the way?
Stormwalker. I actually never met her. I exchanged a lot of telegrams with her because she was going to give me work, but it didn't work out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was murdered yesterday.
Oh my, murdered.
Yeah.
Oh no. Who did that? Cause she's Cherokee, right?
There's a guy named it's a guy named Archie Gumbo. Pretty much everyone's on the lookout for him because
someone came into the saloon and Bro was looking for him earlier.
There you go.
I didn't know what it was about. I've never heard of him.
He basically shot her head off and then grabbed himself defense. Her
That's
gun
awful.
wasn't even out of its holster, nor had it been fired.
Oh no.
So yeah, everyone's on the lookout for him. He is very likely not to live out the rest of the week. The marshals declared him innocent.
Is he like a criminal or? Yeah, because they don't do nothing about like crime against natives. They don't interfere in that.
They're meant to.
No, they're not meant to.
They said there was insufficient evidence to charge him.
Okay. Oh, it's native on native that they don't do nothing. They don't. Okay. Right. Well, hopefully they find the man. That's awful.
They declared that there was insufficient evidence to charge him and let him go.
What the heck? That's horrible. Like, I can't imagine what her family must be going through if they just let him walk away.
No witnesses. He said it was self-defense.
Sarah, you're being so nasty.
What? I'm feeding the condors. They'll be around.
But look at this. It's just like you're just gonna leave it there.
Yeah. And that's the other wildlife out there still as well. It's funny.
Poor Raven. I'm sad. Sarah, you horrible person, you. You horrible person, you.
What?
You killed an innocent raven.
Now that I did not do. That was not me.
Not the raven.
Are you sure?
Very sure. Yeah, the train's here.
As I throw it?
No,
Okay.
if she had killed it, it would be naked.
Yeah, exactly.
That's horrible. An innocent raven
Someone
just
probably
died.
whacked it with a horse. It absolutely was not me.
It's a bummer.
Yeah,
I gotta
did y'all
pick
not
on
hear
him
the
anyhow.
train whistle?
I did
Yeah,
not
the
hear
train's
where-
running. The train's
Definitely
running.
there.
I
Yeah.
don't
Stand
see
at
it.
the railway station.
I don't see it.
Maddie. Maddie, are you done yet? Yeah, us folk going up to the glacier and all there. That's how we feel in reverse. It's too cold there. Maddie! That's Sheriff. Where should we go over here? Oh wait, there you are. I found you. I don't even know how much the eggs go for. I think it's 75 each. Let's see if I can find out.
Alright, sorry about that. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
We could just head out to the storage so I can put my eggies over there.
Oh, stuff those in your pocket and then you can put them where you want.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I got stuff for you too.
Ooh, I like presents.
Just need to empty my storage out a little. How much are you carrying on you?
I have just under 20 pounds.
Okay, then you probably won't be able to carry this.
Yeah, give me just a moment.
Mhm.
Oh, come back here. I'm trying to hand you something.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Alright, let me get the horse over here so I can throw stuff in his pockets.
Ooh, chocolate milk!
Yes. I have found all the goodies.
Ooh.
I also have no idea what I have on me besides my guns that weigh a ton, so I guess I will take that off.
Right,
Now
okay.
I have 13 pounds? Just under.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay, it works.
Okay, there we go.
So
Oh,
that's the
wow.
first batch. 1 second.
Oh shit, you got more. Okay. Are you sure you don't want to be selling these for money?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
You know, I own plenty enough money as a medico.
I also need to
And
find
there
Gonzalo.
you go.
I have something for him too.
Yeah, oh, by the way, I got more pelts and hides and whatnot back in Armadillo. We can also get sorted out at some point.
Oh, okay. Neato.
I'm
Is it-
saving it all for you, Raven.
What's that?
I'm saving all of the pelt I can get just for you.
Yeah, I gotta go make a salt trip to be able to do anything to make leather, though. And I have people
Right.
putting in orders for salt again now, too, so I gotta get motivated. I hate fucking Guarma. It's so far away. I mean, once I get there, it's fine, but it's the trip to get there.
Right, I get that. I would love to go to Guam again, but I'm not sure how Trina would react if I'm there, so.
Okay.
She doesn't like me, I think.
Or loss.
Yeah. But I do love Guam, and I miss it, because it's such a beautiful island.
Yeah, just come along with me. I'll snarl
I would
snap
love
back
to.
at her.
I would love to.
Yeah, we're by the medical.
Alright.
I would even give you your... Oh, where'd she go? She ran off again.
Run off that way.
I would even give you your brand new, your very own brand new shiny pickaxe to help me out there. Can't say no to that deal, can you?
So, let's see. If I ever... Oh, okay, not if I ever, when I need a time to relax again, we both have hunting and salt mining now.
Yep.
Sounds good. I will gladly do that with you.
Don't mind me, I'm pulling out the wrong thing. There we go.
It's okay. I need to go to the doctor's office and get shit fixed.
Hello,
so,
doctor.
one moment.
Doctor? Yeah.
Catch her while you can before she gets away. I wasn't loading my gun. I probably would have lassoed her for him. It's even a hell of a mess around out here. In your head.
Are you taking a bath?
No, go ahead. I'm kind of fiddle farting with stuff right now.
Oh no, I'm just wondering where Maddie went.
Wait, what?
Lost her.
Oh, Maddie? I don't know where she went. But you asked if I was taking a bath. Oh. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to check on a couple things here quick that I forgot to do before I started playing. Okay. Alright, I will be right back in just a moment. This should be the last time I have to get up for a little bit. Okay, I think I'm all set for a little while now here. Hopefully I don't have to run off on you again anytime soon. Alright, so we still need to find Felix and Gonzalo. Which I'm kinda not thinking they're around right now to be found. Hola, Felix, are you here? Oh shit, did they run off? That sucks. Oh, wait, no. Might have shot too far up the hill. Yeah, I shot the rock in the butt. Oh, that's cheap down there. Oh! Uh-oh. Did it fall down in the water? or just get up and run. Oh, nose. Here, puppies. Oh, we got 4 of them today. Doggies. Alright, well, I hope my hunting license is an armadillo. I just realized I'm not carrying it. Oops.
Howdy.
Hola. Ah, hola. How you doing? Alright. So
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can.
Okay, perfect. Whatever. I mean, it's all handled now, so.
Yeah, I
Yusuf
heard you guys got things settled with over here at Tumbleweed with everybody too. Is that right? Okay.
It is. I still need to talk to Ben. I think he's back sometime today.
Okay.
But yeah, everything should be settled now, so.
Okay, good. Glad to hear
Yeah.
that.
Yep. So Liam and Yusuf are both gone. They still were kind of being less Yusuf and more Liam. Like, Liam was openly mocking me and June and calling us fake and doing other stuff and saying, "Oh yeah, you know, if you did anything, we'd have your back." But he doesn't understand proportionality. Where sure, you know, let's say I was for Liam and decided to defend his unexcusable actions. That would put these 6 other people not involved in the firing line of the ranch, and that's not fair to them. So on top of me not really siding with Liam and disagreeing with them, it made no sense for me to have his back.
Yeah, I get you. So, I'm just glad to hear everything's working out okay for the ranch in the long run.
Yeah,
you know.
It will, and somehow, with all this craziness, we had our most profitable week. We still have quite a bit of animals to sell, as you can see from me raising sheep.
Yeah.
Brother's raising pigs, and we still have another employee that usually is around Sunday that comes around Monday to sell. And we have a little over 16,000 in the ranch barn, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good bit if you catch what I mean. So, like last week we were, I think, either the second or the first most profitable, and we only made 14.
Oh goodness.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you guys sitting
doing
on
well.
feed? You still doing okay?
We're doing okay. I actually need to talk to you about that. I'm glad you swung by and asked. We have about 4,000 right now.
Okay.
Between my personal storage, you know how we didn't have enough room. And we have about 3,000 in there. That 1 week we did run through about 5,000, so we might need 2 wagons, maybe 3. But yeah,
okay.
definitely 2. And then I'll kind of see where we are after that next week, and we'll probably put in a bigger order for wagons.
Alright, so what are you thinking? 2, possibly 3 wagons for Saturday or sooner, or? What do you think?
Probably either Friday or Saturday. I think we'll have enough feed to get us through the week, but once we do that, we'll either need a teensy bit more to where we just need to finish that last day.
Okay.
And then that will carry us to the middle of the week, and then y'all would have plenty of time to do the usual 4-cart load that we're gonna have to probably get regularly.
Okay. Alright, I'll have Jim Bob and everybody get started on it, and Jeffrey when I
Perfect.
see him next. So
Yeah, awesome.
Yep, we'll start
Okay.
getting it, sorted out and ready to go for you, and you just let us know when you're ready.
Sounds good. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem at all.
And
So-
if you see anybody looking for work, we still have 2 spots open following
Okay.
Liam and Yusuf's removal, because I replaced Jimmy and Sean, which were separate problems, with
Okay.
Jack and this new girl that's been around county and just swung by looking for work, so we're going to sponsor her animals and get her on her feet. So they don't even really need to have money. The only thing I ask is they have like a starter horse of their own, and that's about it. I mean, we can supply them with animals to get them on their feet, because I mean, I'd rather have them doing animals with the money of the ranch than the money sitting there. So, because the money ultimately doubles if we pay for their animals. So, using money to make money.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yep, I'll keep my ears open for somebody.
That
Well, a
sounds good.
couple of
I appreciate
somebodies,
you.
anyhow.
Yeah.
Alright,
Right.
sounds good then. I'm gonna
All right.
head over for Armadillo before the storm rolls in. So,
Sounds good.
Alright, you
All right,
take
I
care.
appreciate you.
Yep,
Yes, you as
likewise.
well.
Hey there.
Hola.
Say, do you by any chance have any wood?
I'm sorry, any what?
Wood? Like lumber?
Nope, I sure don't. I gotta get some, actually.
Yeah, fair.
And, shit, I'm trying to remember the message I was supposed to pass on to you when I seen you from Jim Bob. He's running around here at any rate and looking for you, catching up with you.
That was the fella with the skunk on his head?
Yeah, he was running the train. I'm not sure if they're still running it right now or
I mean,
not.
I passed it on the way here, so.
Okay, then yeah, he'll probably be back through, if not by storm time, shortly after. But he was looking for you to catch up with you.
Alright.
So, yeah.
Well, fair enough. I'll try and get a hold of him then.
Yeah, it sounded like it had to do with getting you paid for the wagon repair kits that you gave him the other day, I guess.
Oh yeah, and probably him buying more of my repair kits as well, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway. All right, yeah, he'll catch up with you at some point though if you're gonna be around for a while.
Yeah, definitely gonna be around after the storm. Even I also gotta have to open my shop here after the storm too. So.
Okay, all right, sounds good then. When I see him, I'll make sure he knows you're here.
Yep.
All right.
Otherwise, you can also find me at my shop. He'll know where it is. I'm gonna put some posters here, up in town here and tumbleweed, and hopefully also in that Mexican town there.
Okay, down in Ciudad Paricio.
Ciudad Paricio, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, sounds good.
Yeah. By the way, do you?
Yeah.
Do you and a bunch of folks want to, get a jump on some thieves that might have stolen guns and trying to pawn them off?
I haven't encountered anyone doing that so far today, anyway.
Yeah, it's just because I found a location that some thieves that might know of where they can just sell them off for cheap.
Okay.
I figure it might be a good spot to like ambush them, something like that.
Well, are you talking about those gems that you used to be able to mine over in Mexico?
Not the gems, just a place where you can, sell any kind of guns you might have stolen off somebody.
Okay.
Real fucking cheap.
I gotcha.
You don't know all those places?
Yeah, I don't know where one's located at, and I haven't encountered anybody yet looking to sell anything.
Well, I know where the place is, and it also is a very good spot to like lay an ambush for somebody trying to go through that place too. Yeah,
Yeah.
But might as well make sure that you don't sell it to some local and just pawn off the gun, just off to fucking nowhere.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll wish you luck on that front here. I got a few things I gotta transfer before the storm hits though here.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll same here as well.
Yep, take care.
Yep.
I'm also not looking to rob folks. Oops. I dropped them out of my bag. Gimme. Okay, we'll go through the wall instead of between the sections. Alright, we're going to spend a few minutes here working on our stress level to bring that back down. And wait till the storm gets here, and we'll be back after the storm. So for the time being, hang tight. Well, I apologize this is taking so long, everyone. Seem to be having some issues trying to get back into the server. I'm not sure if it's the CFX or if it's the server itself that's having problems today. Gonna give it a few more tries here and see if we can get something accomplished, though. Okay, it seems official that the server is actually down at this point. When it's finally given the red text indicator. So we might be a little while before we can get back in. Alright. So for the moment here, I'm gonna go ahead and stop streaming. If the server is able to come back online again here within the next hour or two, I'll start up Goldrush again. Otherwise, for this evening, we'll find something else to play and watch and such. But for the moment, yeah, we're gonna take a break and see if the server comes back. I will talk to you all soon. Take care now.